Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is to the tribe, the family, the clan, those who hear my voice will understand the message. This is a reminder of what we've been taught. This is a reminder of some of the things we have been taught. The power of the original, the power of the original man and woman. We are so powerful. We made an enemy for us to prove our power, that after hundreds of years of allowing him to rule, we still come out unscathed. We return from the earth, from the sky, from the water. Those who transition without their will to transition was because of disobedience. I hear many people quote this scripture. People lose their life for lack of knowledge. That's not the complete scripture. That's only some of it. If you go back and research that topic, matter of fact, this talk I'm speaking now is from my own research. So do your own. This is not for instruction or any type of consultation, advice, unsolicited. It is to entertain, inform, and educate. That's all my tapes. I don't have to say it again and again. To inform, entertain, and educate. You find that the scripture says, my people lose their life for lack of knowledge after it has been sent to them. So the just the just most high does not just take you out because you didn't know. You're taken out, or you take yourself out because you rejected the knowledge after it was brought to you. You rejected it. Do you want me to go back and quote the scripture word for word, or can you do that yourself? Just Google Bible verse, God's my people lose their life for lack of knowledge. It's going to bring you the whole scriptures that tells you that people rejected the knowledge after it was brought to them. So we have this candlelight here now to remember those who took themselves out because they rejected knowledge. As higher beings, you're supposed to investigate everything. A dog barking is a sign. Most surely, the weather is a sign. It speaks about that as well. You can tell the weather of the clouds outside, but it's not what's happening in the heavens above the sky. You're not able to tune into what the creator, and when we say creator, the most high, we're not talking about something outside of yourself. You are the high power, the higher consciousness, which is called Christ consciousness. They have contaminated the teachings to make it think of a person. Oh, you're so personal. Always got to put a person in it. So that's what's happening, my people. Slowly and surely, the universe has been cleansed again. And those who are wise are rejoicing. Not because many people have chosen to transition, that's their choice. But because this is a day where our power is being realized. We are bringing ourselves back to power. They have no weapon against this. We're like magicians now. Whatever we will. And I'm sharing some things and coded because I'm not allowed to be specific. Because still we have an enemy who would like to infiltrate us. That's the only way he's been able to get at us, is because we can recognize you got two enemies. You got the enemy within and the enemy without. And you can recognize the enemy without. So the enemy within, who looks like you, talks like you think it's you, but it's not. He's in you with something to say. He's in you with something to say. Always got something to say. And you listen to it. And you lose every time you listen to him or her. You remember the movie Matrix? How those agents was able to go into anybody they choose. How do they do that? Just by a thought. They just had a thought. Boom, they's inside that person doing what they want to do. It wasn't a person, because when they leave the person come back like, what happened? Or sometimes the person is killed. So when Satan leaves them, they don't come back. They entertain Satan who took them out. Because you want to listen and say, yeah, what if this, what about this? Blah, 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 blah. He's always telling you something that he don't prove to you. He can't prove. He has no proof. So you go with the gossip. You don't investigate. You show them many ways how to get out of government assistance. You show them many ways how to be self-sufficient. Now you're being more godlike when you're self-sufficient. Nobody's feeding you like a baby. Yeah, he'll feed you, and then he'll take away the food and laugh at you when you're starving. He's laughing because he's saying, look at these fools. I gave them all this chance to learn how to do something for themselves, and they chose to depend on me. Ha ha ha. They chose to believe me over the God they say they love. Because they really didn't believe in God. They operate out of fear. And that's how the enemy comes to you, with fear. Fear. If you don't listen to him, you don't follow him, he's gonna kill, he's gonna destroy you. You're destroyed because you follow him. And things like this don't happen overnight. They take years to be realized. But if you go back in your memory, you will find out that, yes, the Most High cared enough about you to bring you to an opportunity to be saved from the destruction. You chose not to investigate. Either being personal because you didn't like the person, or just your own lack of will to think for yourself. So you let the agent Smith inside of you to think for you, and you follow what he told you to do. Now we got a counter for you. Oh, this is the testing time, remember? We talked about this in tapes and center pages about testing. Go back and review those tests. You should have all that to review at will. If you didn't keep up, you don't have none of that. You say, oh, you just threw that out with the trash. Well, you will be thrown out with the trash because you did not pay attention. Another idea is that you give the devil so much power. You think he is causing the weather. You deny your own power. The righteousness of your higher self is causing all this. We try to give you a visual in a 3A atlas, show you what's happening within you, as above, so below, as within, so without. Oh, this devil is manipulating the weather. Look what he's doing. No, you doing it. You're testing yourself because you know that cycles always have to come after a period of time. You've been given many opportunities, you ignored them, so your cycle has ended. And you still go back to him. You're still trusting in him, your lower self that you created. You're still trusting in that lower vibration. So no, once once you awaken, you should leave that alone. And say, okay, I made a mistake. I'm not going to make the same mistake. I'm not going to continue to listen to the liar. Then you may be saved. You may find or create yourself another opportunity. But you got to help yourself before your higher self helps you. You got to take a stand on principles, like Nicodemus, because he was so comfortable with his riches. So you got to give all it up. Just start over. That's all. Just start over. Give it all up. If you're a successful person in your older years, you've done that many times. You see, I'm not going to give up my principles. No. All this degrees and work I've done to get this position, and you want me to compromise my principles? No, I give it back to you. I give you your sheepskin back to you. You can have it. I'm not going to do that. And go back and be a porter. Be a driver for somebody. Disengage from the corporate world as much as you can. Just make enough to get by, to pay your rent. But you live in peace, and you have pleasant dreams, and you have back more than what you gave up. So we burn this candle for those who chose not to see. As a warning to those of you who are still here, follow your higher self. Always check. I'm not going to say never assume, because sometimes you should assume. Assume the best, not the worst. I say never assume the worst. Because whatever you assume is you can bring into fruition. Let the weak say they're strong. You're weak. You're assuming you're strong. And you will be strong. Just keep that thought. So we refine the idea of assumption. It depends on how you use it. With that, we're over time. Thanks for listening. Shalom, shalom, shalom.